graders. So thank you for joining me for Eureka Module 4, Lesson 8. So let's go ahead and see what our objective is. Our objective today is we're going to use drawings to represent the composition and relate drawings to a written method. So what that means is we are going to model addition by drawing, and that's it. That's what that means. So you have seen me use my place value disc, but what if you don't have place value discs in your pocket? Well, I'm going to show you how to solve some of these problems by just drawing a few. So let's go ahead and just jump right into our lesson. I have 32 plus 24. Remember yesterday we talked about writing our problems vertically, which means up and down. This is written horizontally like this, but I want to write them vertically like this. So let's go ahead and write 32. And then remember, when I write the next number, 24, I have to put it right underneath. I can't make it go too far to the left or to the right. It has to line up straight. So you can see how I put it right there, right below the 32. So now I am ready to add. Now, the past few days, we've been using a fancy place value mat, but for today, I want you just to grab a piece of paper and a whiteboard, and I want you to be able to draw your own T-chart. So go ahead and put me on pause and go grab a whiteboard and a marker. Okay, now that we're ready, when you draw a T-chart, it kind of looks like this. So we're going to draw a horizontal line, and then we're going to draw a vertical line. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 32. Now remember, on this side, I have my tens and I have my ones. You can write out the word tens and ones, but I think we're at the point where we can just write T and O. So the number 32, I have 3 tens and 2 ones. So I'm going to go ahead and make my top number red. So the way I like to draw my place value disc is I draw a 10, and then I make a circle. A 10, and then I make a circle. And then a 10, and I make a circle. So now I have 3 tens. How many ones? I need 2. So I'm going to draw my ones. And now I have 3 tens and 2 ones. Now let's look at the number 24. How many tens do I have? I have 2 tens. And I have 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now all we do is add them up. So remember, we always start with our ones. We don't start with our tens, because if I have to regroup our ones, then that kind of makes it hard to answer this question. So let's go ahead and add our ones first. Remember, our ones are under the O, right here. So how many ones do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 ones. And how many tens do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 tens. So 32 plus 24 is 56. Now we're going to move on to our next problem, and you're going to see that I am going to need to regroup. That first problem was just to review one. Let's go ahead and jump in and do one where we have to regroup. So here I have 26 plus 35. Here's my 26. Here is my 35. Now that I have them lined up and straight, I am ready to add. Here's my plus sign, and this line right here is the same as equals. So let's go ahead and make our T-chart. Remember, it looks like a capital T. We draw a horizontal line and then a vertical line. And if you need this reminder, you can draw a T on top and an O on this side. So let's look at the first number, 26. How many tens do I have? 2. And how many ones do I have? 6. So I'm going to draw those in red. So I'm going to draw a 10 and a 10. So I have my 2 tens and then my 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now I'm going to make my circles around those. Okay, I'm done with the first one. Now let's look at the second one. So now I have 35. So that's 3 tens. And then I have 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me go ahead and make my circles. And now I'm ready to add. So remember, I need to add my ones first. Now I'm looking at my ones and I'm noticing that I do have to regroup because I have more than 10. So let's go ahead and I'm going to circle what I'm going to add. I see a group of 5 right here, and I also see a group of 5 right here, and then I see 1 left over. Now I can make a circle that kind of goes around like this, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make my circle go like this. And you can see I have 10, and then I have 1 left over. Now remember, when I regroup, what do I have to do? I'm trading 10 littles for a big, and I want to see you do that. Go ahead and circle what you're regrouping, and remember we cross it off, and then we make our new 10 right there. So now the thing to remember is that 6 plus 5 equals 11. So 11 is 10 and 1. So I'm going to put my 1 in my ones place right here. Now remember, this 10 right here, it wasn't there when we started. So I'm going to go ahead and put that right here on this line. Remember, it's not part of the answer. Remember, we have our new strategy, new groups below. So I'm putting my extra 10 here so we don't forget to add that. So let's go ahead and add what we have now. I have 1, 10, 2, plus 3 more, 3, 4, 5, and then I have my other one, and that's 6. So if I go in a line, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I can put my answer just like that. So 26 plus 35 equals 61. Okay, now it's your turn. Let's go ahead and look at 19 plus 41. What is the first thing that you have to do? If you said you had to change it to a vertical problem, you are absolutely right. So let's go ahead and do that. 19 and 41, they're lined up straight, so I'm ready to add. So what do I do next? We make a T-chart. So let's go ahead and draw a horizontal line and then a vertical line. And if you need a reminder, remember we have our T and our O. So let's go ahead and talk about the first number, 19. So I have 1 10, and then I have 9 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And let me go ahead and make my circles around that. And then I have 41. So how many 10s is that? 4 10s and 1 1. So 10, 10, 10, 10. And then I just have 1 1. So now we're ready to add. So I'm going to see if I need to regroup. I'm looking at my ones place and I see 9 and 1 more. So it looks like I'm just going to add them all together. Now remember what I do. I have to trade my 10 littles for 1 big. And I'm going to make that 10 nice and big because that's one where I had to regroup. So how many ones do I have left here? None, because when I write the number 10, it's 1 10 and 0 ones. So let's go ahead and put that 0 in the ones place. And remember, I'm going to put my new group below so I don't forget to add that. So let's go ahead and add. We have 1 plus 4, and that's 5. And then 1 more is 6. So 19 plus 41 equals 60. Okay, let's go ahead and look at this last one right here, 57 plus 28. Remember, I'm going to write it vertically so you can see how they're lined up nice and straight. And now I'm ready to add. So what's the first thing that I have to do? I have to make my T-chart. So let's go ahead and make our horizontal line and our vertical line. And I'm going to write TO on top. 57, that's a big number. So let's get started writing that. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10s. How many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. And you're going to be practicing this a lot today. Okay, 28. Let's go ahead and look. 2 10s. And then we have 8 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to go ahead and make my place value chips. And we're ready to add. So I'm going to go ahead and look at these, and I see a group of 10. So I see there's 7, and then 3 more ones makes a 10. So I'm going to make my circle like this. And I have 10. And then remember, I regroup and I trade my 10 littles for a big. So how many do I have left in my ones? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 left over. So 7 plus 8 is 10 and 5. Now don't forget, when you put it in our equation, we have to put the ones there. And don't forget to drop our groups below. So that 1 reminds me that I have a brand new 10 that I need to add. Okay, what's 5 plus 2? 5 plus 2 equals 7. And then when we add our new group below, that is 8. So I hope that these were good examples to help you do this on your own. Let's go ahead and look at a story problem. 28 second graders went on a field trip to the zoo. The other 24 second grade students stayed at school. How many second grade students are there in all? Now, I'm looking at those numbers and it doesn't look like I have to subtract. It just looks like I have to put our two numbers together. So the first one I have is 28 and I have 24. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up those numbers vertically. Now the question is asking how many do I have in all? So I'm going to put them together. These are the students that went to the zoo. These are the students that stayed at school, but they're all second graders. So let's go ahead and figure that out. And you can see I already have our T-chart here. So how many 10s do I have in the first number? 2 10s and 8 1s. So let's get drawing. 10, 10, and then I have 8 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, even if you don't have a lot of room, you should still work to line these up in groups of 5 because it makes it so easy to read these numbers. Okay, the second number is 24. So I have 2 10s, and then I have 4 1s. Okay, so let's go ahead and add them. So I have 8 10s. Remember our rainbow numbers? I need 2 more to make a 10. So I'm going to go ahead and circle 2 more right here. Now remember, when I have a 10, I trade 10 littles for a big. So I'm going to put my new big right there. And let's not forget to put our 10 below too. Now I'm ready to add. So 8 plus 4 equals 10 and 2. So that equals 12. So I already have my 10 below, but now I'm going to put my 2 there for my 2 1s that are left right here. Now what's 2 plus 2? 4. And 1 more, that equals 5. So 28 plus 24 equals 52. Okay, so if you have any questions, don't forget to reach out to me. You can email me, you can contact me at school, and let's go ahead and check out your Seesaw assignments. Okay, first thing you do in Seesaw is you watch this video. The next thing I have is 27 plus 45. Now you can see that I have 27 plus 45. I have it lined up for you. Use your pen tool. If you want to put a T and you want to put an O right here, you can do that. And then you can just do 2 10s and 7 1s. You have to draw it out, so make sure you get your stylus because that will help you a lot. Or you can just try your best and do it with shapes or however you need to. But 2 10s, 7 1s, and then you have to make 4 10s and 5 1s. And then after that, you can write the answer right here. Okay, the next problem, we have 18 plus 68. So you're going to go ahead and show me that. And just like the video showed me, circle your 10 littles and make it go over. If you want to do it in colors the way I did, that would be awesome because I know that that helps me. And then finally, you do have a story problem. There are 23 laptops in the computer room and 27 laptops in the first grade classroom. How many laptops are in the computer room and the first grade classroom all together? So you can see I have my T-chart here, so you can add to that, and that's it. So go ahead and get this done, and we'll see you tomorrow for lesson 9. Bye.